This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, UP crushes Salle to seize UAAP basketball supremacy. NU dethrones UST to reclaim women's basketball glory. While in the NBA, records shatter as Lakers and Mavericks score a win each. And we have the former UP Pep Squad team captain Cam Lagmay right here on BNC. All that and more on the Scorecard tonight, 16th of December. Now, here's our roundup. More than 25,000 roaring fans in attendance at the Araneta Coliseum witnessed firsthand the epic final showdown of the University of the Philippines and De La Salle University. The UP Fighting Maroons stormed back to seize the UAAP men's basketball title with a fierce 66-62 victory over the DLSU Green Archers in Game 3 of the Season 87 Finals. After two crushing near misses in Seasons 85 and 86, the Fighting Maroons didn't just want the title, they demanded it. This is their second championship in 4 seasons and 4th overall, solidifying their dominance. Graduating guard JD Kagulangan was named Finals MVP, and he showed his heart and leadership, tallying 12 points, 4 assists, 3 steals, and 2 rebounds in his final UAAP game. He proved to be the calm in the storm, steering the Maroons when the pressure was highest. Quinton Meliora Brown came up big with 18 points and 10 rebounds, while Francis Lopez delivered the killer punch with a clutch three-pointer that gave up a commanding 64-60 lead in the final minute, effectively ending the Green Archers' hopes. Phillips led Salle with 18 points and 12 rebounds, while Kevin Quiambao managed to contribute 13 points. But despite their heroic efforts, the Green Archers' comeback fell short. As Coach Goldwyn Monteverde states, this win isn't just a victory, it's a statement. The Fighting Maroons didn't just take the crown, they owned it, dethroning the defending champions in ruthless fashion. My highest salutations to you, fearless Maroons. It's a season of redemption as the National University Lady Bulldogs rise again. NU tore down the ghosts of their past with an electrifying 78-73 victory over the University of Santo Tomas, seizing the UAAP Season 87 women's basketball crown on Sunday at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. After last year's heartbreak where NU squandered a 14-point lead to UST, the Lady Bulldogs were pushed to the brink once again when the Growling Tigresses stormed back. Taki Takatak's clutch triples made it a 5-point game, 75-70, with just a minute and 45 seconds left. But Camille Clarin, who was part of last year's painful finish, was determined to change the script. She made a crucial steal on Karil Sierba, then sank 2 ice-cold free throws, pushing the lead to 77-70 with 21.8 seconds remaining. UST answered with a quick 3, 77-73, but Clarin held her ground, sinking another free throw before a key stop to seal the win and reclaim the title. This victory marked NU's 8th title in 9 seasons, a statement of their dominance under Coach Aris de Maunahan, who secured his 2nd championship after taking over from Coach Pat Aquino. Rookie of the Year, Cielo Pagdulagan's stellar performance earned her the Finals MVP honors with 21 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 steals. Clarin with 14 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists, and mythical team member Angel Sorada, who added 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 steals, were instrumental in the win. Coach De Maunahan expressed immense pride in his team, saying, "These players gave everything from day one. Their effort was unmatched in every practice. Today, we reap the rewards of our labor." The Lady Bulldogs are definitely back and proved to be simply unstoppable. Congratulations, ladies. AD drops 40. LeBron shines as the Lakers beat the Grizzlies 116-110. Anthony Davis delivered a massive 40-point, 16-rebound game, leading the Lakers to a 116-110 win over the Grizzlies on Sunday night. In his return, LeBron James added 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists, making an immediate impact with a signature dunk and block in the opening minutes. While LeBron's comeback lit up the arena, the night belonged to Davis, who was dominant from start to finish, even shaking off a third-quarter shoulder scare. For Memphis, Jaren Jackson Jr. had 25 points, while Ja Morant and Zach Edey contributed 20 and 13, but their late rally wasn't enough to catch up. Meanwhile, the Mavs and the Warriors shatter three-point record in an epic shootout. Buckets were raining Sunday night as the Dallas Mavericks and Golden State Warriors combined for a jaw-dropping NBA record 48 threes, with Dallas taking home a 143-133 win in a game for the history books. Luka Doncic was unstoppable, dropping a 45-point triple-double with 13 assists and 11 rebounds, going 6 of 11 from deep. But the Warriors weren't backing down. Klay Thompson lit up his former squad with 29 points and 7 threes, including the record-smashing bucket. Dallas exploded with 46 first-quarter points, torching Golden State's defense, and proving why the three-point era is here to stay. The Warriors' 27 threes tied their franchise record, but it wasn't enough to secure the win. And here are the other NBA results. Josh Allen's epic heroics led the Buffalo Bills to a thrilling 48-42 victory that snapped the Detroit Lions' 11-game winning streak on Sunday. Allen racked up 362 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 rushing scores, showcasing his dual-threat dominance. The Bills' offense was unstoppable, extending their streak of 30-plus points to 8 games, a franchise record. Jared Goff fought back for the Lions with 5 touchdown passes, but Detroit's defense struggled to contain Buffalo's firepower. Despite a late surge, the Lions fell short, giving the Bills their 8th win in 9 games. Buffalo now looks like a serious contender as the playoffs approach. And now for our daily dose of sports lingo. In football, a hat trick is the ultimate flex, scoring 3 goals in a single game to dominate the field and leave no doubt about who's in charge. It's often used to celebrate an outstanding achievement, especially when a player scores 3 goals in a single match. It's a moment that stands out, and when someone pulls off a hat trick, it's usually a sign of dominance and skill on the field. It's like saying, "Not only did I score, I owned the game." And now, it's time for our off-court buzzer. UAAP is hyped. Could this be the start of something epic? Kevin Quiambao dips from Salle and makes a bold move towards his NBA dream with KBL's Goyang Sona Sky Gunners in South Korea. Just a day after the Green Archers fell short in the UAAP Season 87 finals, Quiambao dropped the bombshell on social media, marking the end of an era and the start of something bigger. This move is more than just a career shift. It's a step closer to Quiambao's ultimate goal, becoming the first ever homegrown Filipino to play in the NBA. He's expected to join the Sky Gunners in January 2025, and the journey is just getting started. Is this the start of something iconic? Guess we'll just have to wait and see. And truly, it spiked the halls with volleyball joy. Also making a buzz this holiday season is Milka Romero, who is serving up more than just Christmas cheer. She's igniting passion for volleyball in Cebu. Capital One co-owner Milka is spreading holiday joy and passion for volleyball with grassroots volleyball clinics in Cebu City and Lapu-Lapu City. Romero is planting seeds of hope and talent in young players, adding to the festive spirits. Thrilling PVL matchups Capital One versus Galleries Towers, and Cignal versus Next Led brought 5,000 fans to their feet at the Minglanilla Sports Complex. This Christmas, Romero serves up more than just volleyball. She's spreading holiday cheer, one spike at a time. And that's our roundup for tonight, the 16th of December. When we return, we'll be spreading more holiday cheer with cheerleader Cam Lagmay. So watch out for that right here on The Scorecard. With the UP Fighting Maroons taking the UAAP basketball crown back to Diliman, we brought to the studio former UP Pep Squad team captain and current Miss Universe Quezon City to tell us what goes on behind the scenes of a basketball game from a cheerleader's perspective. And of course, to share with us her successful transition from tumbling on the hard court to gliding on the catwalk in the world of pageantry. Please welcome to the Scorecard tonight, we have Cam Lagmay. Oh,
whoa!
There we go. Hello, Cam.
Hello, Anton. It's nice to see you.
It's great to see you. You look amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming here on the show. Have a seat. So, Miss Universe Quezon City. You've come a long way from the first time we met working together, covering the PVL, me being an anchor and you as courtside reporter. Of course, during those days, you were also a cheerleader for UP. So how have things been? I mean, it seems like a huge transformation.
Yes, absolutely. It has been a huge transformation from being the captain of the UP Pep Squad, the national team, and now Miss Universe Philippines Quezon City. It's been a wonderful journey for me, but I think this journey has only just begun, actually. Yeah. It's just the start of an amazing journey. You know, being the captain of the UP Pep Squad has taught me so many things. Leadership first and foremost, and being able to command a team, and at the same time being a humble member of a team as well. It taught me the values of discipline, of determination, really taking your journey one step at a time, quite literally, right? And bringing that to the Miss Universe stage just allowed me to become the fullest expression of myself, the woman that I am today. And all the lessons and all the learnings, I bring them with me. And I think, like what I said earlier, this is only the beginning.
But let's go back to the beginning. Let's talk about your experience in UP, because obviously last night was a big day for the entire Diliman UP community, because the Fighting Maroons are champions. Once again, where were you tuning into the game, and how did you feel? What kind of impact does this win by UP have sa buong UP community, really?
Wow, oh my gosh. First of all, congratulations to the whole UP community and the UP Fighting Maroons. This definitely means a lot to the UP community. You know, I was a cheerleader back then, and at the time, we were at the bottom, the very bottom. And when we got that first win, we actually had a whole bonfire to celebrate in UP Diliman. So now that, you know, we have the championship, it's with us right now. So it's not just basketball that we support, but even swimming, chess, and all of these amazing sports. And just being a cheerleader, you have to be positive all the time. You have to cheer your team on, even if they're, you know, down in the dumps, which is a great opportunity for girls and women like me to really step out of their comfort zone and really believe in something bigger than themselves. So cheerleading is such a great avenue for girls like me to kind of express themselves and at the same time provide service to the team and provide that school spirit to the school.
And during your time as the captain, you also won a championship in the UAP cheer dance competition, and then we worked together. You ventured into hosting, you were a courtside reporter, and then you continued to do that through the years. So how did you transition now from that and then entering pageantry?
Oh wow, it's been an amazing journey, but yeah, this year was my opportunity to join Miss Universe Philippines and actually be on that national stage. My transition was pretty seamless. I mean, I'm a performer at heart. I love entertaining people and I love being in front of the cameras, but the transition was definitely one where I really had to put my whole heart and soul into. Because of my cheerleading journey, my coaching journey, I know that it's about your mind, body, and spirit that has to be involved in anything that you do. It's not just your physical body, but you have to have the right mindset. You have to be, reading the right things, the right materials, and taking in positive energy all the time. So meditations were definitely a big part of my journey. Mindset was definitely a big part of my journey. Training my physical body in terms of looking the right way, eating the right things, nourishing myself with, you know, these proper meals. Also resting and recovery was definitely a big part of it. And of course, having those healthy boundaries, like the spiritual aspect, really putting your passion and your purpose into every single thing that you do. So the transition was pretty easy, but it's definitely something that I had to work hard for, as with anything that is worth doing.
So you still have like 3 months left in your reign as Miss Universe Quezon City, right?
Yeah.
So this is the final push, the final stretch. What other responsibilities do you have to carry out as Miss Universe Quezon City before you finally pass the crown to the next one?
Yeah, so this whole year has really been about a lot of charity work, a lot of photos, video shoots, lots of meeting people from different parts of the country. So my experience in Miss Universe Philippines is definitely something that I will cherish forever, and I am continuing to do so now. But for the rest of the year, again, it's really about charity work, giving back, training the next queens. So the next pageant is happening on January 31 in Skydome. So if you guys are into pageantry, as we all know, the Philippines is such a big powerhouse of pageantry. So that's definitely something to look out for.
Okay, Cam, going back to cheerleading, how tough is it to be the leader of an entire pep squad, and then you train the entire year for one performance to try to get it down pat and win the championship?
Yeah, it's definitely mental, I would say. It's a lot of mental work, because if you're breaking down the two words of cheerleader, you have to do both things. You have to cheer people up by being that. You have to be very cheerful, and you also have to be a leader on and off the court. So it's definitely challenging. Just like other sports, we have to train every single day in different categories. So that's dance, you have pyramids, you have stunts, you have gymnastics. You're basically locked in to all of those things. So it's pretty dangerous as well, because you're being thrown up in the air. You know, but yeah, it's a one-time, big-time thing competing in the UAAP cheer dance competition. So you have to have that perfect run, because if somebody falls, that's a deduction right away. So it's a lot of pressure, a lot of weight on your shoulders in the preparation and leading up to the competition itself. However, it's very fulfilling when you put in the work day in and day out, and that's what cheerleading is about. It's about the process, enjoying the process, just like every sport, right? You enjoy the process of putting in the work, you enjoy the process of being with your teammates, having positive chemistry, and all of that will show on the day of the competition. Like, it's a way of exposing yourself, right? On the day you're exposed, whether you did good things or you did bad things leading up to the competition, that's your moment.
Cam, we're seeing some of your pictures here as a cheerleader with UP. I want to ask about the hair. How do you decide as a group to start that trend? Like, there was that one season where you shaved your heads.
Yeah.
Ito naman, iba yung kulay. So how do you decide as a group, as a team, when you decide to start that trend?
Absolutely. So the UP Pep Squad is actually known for doing these amazing, crazy hairstyles, and this just shows like the unity of our group, and that we're all willing to do what it takes, whether that's shaving our head or whether that's coloring our hair red, getting a pixie cut, just to show our unity. So for example, we did shave our heads in 2012. Oh my gosh, these pictures like bring back so many memories. But yes, that was to show honor and excellence, because of course our school is UP Diliman, which represents that, and the oblation is also bald, which represents service to others. So yeah, that's how we kind of put together the themes, and it does send a message. For this one, we all had long hair, so whether we were girls or guys, we all had and sported long hair then, and that was to show equality. So there's always a deeper message behind everything. But yeah, these pictures bring back so many memories. It's nice to see them up on the screen.
2012, Cam.
Yeah.
Wow, 12 years ago. Time flies. And we're seeing the different eras.
Absolutely.
As I said, Cam, it's been a long transition, and 2024 has been a big year for you, winning the crown, being Miss Universe Quezon City, and then your fiancé, Chris Newsome, winning the championship for Meralco. She's got the ring, guys.
It's real.
You were there. You were there. So, and Chris was here telling us his side of the story, 11-11.
Yes.
I want to ask you now, your side of the story, and how did you feel? Did you know that day that Chris was going to pop the question?
I had absolutely no idea, like, to be completely honest, but, you know, this guy is a man of details, and during that time at 11-11, he literally pulled out his phone, he showed me 11-11 on 11-11, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? He popped the question, and of course I said yes, and Chris has been such an amazing teammate ever since. We knew each other since college. I mean, whenever he was playing with Ateneo and I was with UP, the amazing thing was we were able to witness each other's journey, see each other's growth from a different lens. And now that it's all coming together, it's just so incredible because he's a great teammate. He's a leader on and off the court, and he's one of my biggest inspirations and biggest, basically the one that really pushes me to get the full version of the fullest version and the best version of myself. So I'm super grateful, and I'm excited to see little Newsomes. I'm excited to see, you know, what qualities we're able to pass on down to them. Chris and I are big advocates about, you know, empowering their youth and really passing down our skills to the next generation. So I'm excited to build with him.
When Chris was here, I told him about that moment when he talked to the crowd, got his finals MVP. So I have to ask you this question. When he asked everybody, do you believe? Can we say, is it safe to say that Cam Lagmay, soon to be Cam Newsome, was believer number one?
Absolutely. Since day one, I definitely believe. Chris and I always talk about it. It's really about putting in the work, enjoying the process every single day. And one day it will just hit. And just so happy for him that it happened to be this one. So.
Welcome. Congratulations for all the blessings. I'm so proud of how far you've come, and all the best. This is just the beginning, as you said.
Absolutely. And you too. It's nice to see you shining, and it's nice to be a guest on your show. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for the time. Let's do this again, hopefully with Chris next time.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody. We have Cam Lagmay here on the scorecard. When the scorecard returns, we'll have a look into the upcoming NBA matchup so you can keep your eyes on the prize. Welcome back to the scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. We'll break down the upcoming matchups to deliver key insights that might just give you the edge you need to stay ahead of the game. Tomorrow, December 17 at 8 a.m. Philippine time, live at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Michigan, the Miami Heat will face off against the Detroit Pistons in an exciting NBA regular season matchup. The Miami Heat come into this game with a record of 13-10, currently 5th in the Eastern Conference. They're riding high on a 4-game win streak, including a 114-104 victory over the Toronto Raptors. Bam Adebayo led the way with 21 points, 16 rebounds, and 5 assists, while Tyler Hero continued his hot shooting with 23 points, including 4 of 7 from beyond the arc. The Heat also out-rebounded the Raptors 52-42, showcasing their dominance on the glass. Meanwhile, the Detroit Pistons enter this game with a record of 10-16, currently 11th in the Eastern Conference. They're looking to bounce back from a tough 99-123 loss to the Boston Celtics. Now, in that game, Cade Cunningham finished with 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. But the Pistons struggled mightily from three-point range, making only 7 of 37 attempts. The Heat come into this matchup as the favorites with a minus 5.5 point spread. Miami's strong three-point shooting led by Tyler Hero and their dominant rebounding presence make them a tough challenge for the Pistons. However, Detroit has been dangerous in transition, ranking 5th in the East with 16.2 fast break points per game, thanks in large part to Jaden Ivey's speed and aggressiveness. The over-under for this game is set at 226.5, with both teams showcasing offensive firepower in recent matchups. Can the Heat extend their winning streak to 5 behind Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero? Or will the Pistons rise to the occasion with a strong performance from Cade Cunningham and Jaden Ivey? We'll find out. And at 11 a.m. Philippine time, live at the Golden One Center in Sacramento, California, the Denver Nuggets will face off against the Sacramento Kings in NBA regular season action. The Denver Nuggets come into this matchup with a 13-10 record, currently 6th in the Western Conference. They're coming off a dominant 120-98 win over the Los Angeles Clippers, with Jamal Murray leading the team with 20 points. However, it was a quiet night for Nikola Jokic, who managed just 16 points. Yeah, that is quiet. 7 rebounds and 2 assists. A season low in all categories. The Nuggets had a big third quarter, outscoring the Clippers 23-5 to take control of the game. Michael Porter Jr. added 17 points, and the Nuggets held the Clippers under 100 points for the first time this season. Now, on the other side, the Sacramento Kings are on a 3-game winning streak with a 13-13 record that places them 12th in the Western Conference. They're coming off a 111-109 nail-biter against the New Orleans Pelicans, where Domantas Sabonis delivered a monster performance with 32 points and 20 rebounds, both season highs. De'Aaron Fox added 18 points, and Kevin Huerter contributed in the clutch despite a limited role due to injury. The Kings have been dominant on offensive rebounds, converting 18 boards into 21 second chance points. The Denver Nuggets entered this game as favorites with a minus 4.5 point spread. But the Kings have been red hot lately, and Sabonis is coming off one of his best games this season. Meanwhile, Denver will rely heavily on Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. to support Jokic against Sacramento's fast-paced offense. The over-under for this game is set at 232.5, reflecting both teams' strong scoring abilities but also their tendency to give up points on the defensive end. This matchup promises a high-scoring back-and-forth affair as the Kings look to keep their win streak alive and the Nuggets aim to gain ground in the West. Can the Kings make it 4 straight wins behind Sabonis and Fox, or will the Nuggets' deep rotation and Jokic's all-around game prove too much to handle? We'll see. And here are the odds for all the games tomorrow. And that wraps up tonight's preview, so you can keep your eyes on the prize. Now, before we go, think on this. From the most decorated gymnast in history with 11 Olympic and 30 World Championship medals, widely regarded as one of the greatest Olympians, Simone Biles said, "Don't wait until you've reached your goal to be proud of yourself. Be proud of every step you take toward reaching that goal." And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again here tomorrow on the Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport, on the Billionaire News Channel. My name is Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening, everybody. Good night.